G'day guys, and welcome to Majesty, the Fantasy Kingdom sim. It's another old classic that I have absolutely loved since the moment I picked it up. And I picked it up at a Scholastic book fair in primary school. I remember being incredibly excited about it. Certainly, I probably should have been a bit more focused on the actual books and the other educational materials that were there, but this looked particularly fantastic, and that must have been close to about 20 years ago at this point. And today I'm going to revisit it, and we're going to work our way through all of the various scenarios and the stories. So without further ado, let's get started.
Seas of water, seas of time. Both isolate Ardania, a realm steeped in humanity's myth and lore. Within the folds of Ardania's landscape dwell creatures of fantasy and of nightmare. Facing these challenges are epic heroes, some motivated by treasure and greed. Other heroes are inspired by honor and righteous ideals. And some by a genuine fear of evil's defiling touch. To overcome these dire perils, Ardania's heroes require but one thing: an inspired leader to defy the darkness. Accept Ardania's crown and forge new legends for this ancient land.
Alright, so I won't lie, the cinematic has not perhaps aged as well as it could. It was not bad for games at that time, but when you consider, this was also roughly the same time as the first Lord of the Rings was released, the technology was certainly there. Though, it's a bit rough to expect the same thing of a game like this as it is a major film, but the game itself, I think to its credit, didn't rely on those, 3D spectacular graphics and that kind of rendering. It was all quite gorgeously done with what was largely 2D artwork. And I should also mention that when I first bought this at the school fair, at the book fair at my school, I only got the original one. And, because the internet was not as open as it was now, I actually didn't even know that there was an expansion for Majesty until many, many years later. And I actually never bought it separately. This is the HD edition on Steam that I'm playing, which includes the expansion. So that kind of stuff, that part of the game I'm not as familiar with. So the early stuff will be like revisiting an old friend, but the new things will be interesting. So let's get started. We will be Welshie, naturally.
Your Excellency, I offer my most humble introduction. I am Lord Ben Fairweather. I was your mother's most trusted advisor. I submit my services to you in that continued capacity.
Brilliant. And that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to play the bell, the book, and the candle. Now, something I always thought, and turns out it's not true, I, for whatever reason, always thought that Sean Connery was the one that actually did the voices, or the voice of the narrator that we saw in the opening cinematic, and the voice of Ven Fairweather, I think he introduced himself as. And it's not Sean Connery, it's actually another voice actor. Unfortunately, his name escapes me. But that blew my mind that it wasn't Sean Connery, and the voice acting is obviously pretty fantastic, because it's very difficult to tell the two of them apart. Alright, let's start with the bell, the book, and the candle.
Forgive the intrusion, Highness, but we've been robbed! Someone has stolen the magic bell, the holy book, and the eternal candle! Right from under our noses, they were whisked away from the royal treasury by some scoundrel! We must do something to recover them! They are treasures beyond value!
Alright, not a great start to my reign after my mother passed away, but that's alright. No warriors or wizards available. Alright. Ah, yes. This is brilliant. There are rumors that the thieves who stole the artifacts from your treasury have fled, but were forced to hide the artifacts as they left. Find the items before the thieves have a chance to return. We have found an abandoned keep and the missing candle. Well, that was easy. I suppose it is a beginner mission for a reason. Destroy the keep and you'll recover the candle. Heroes visit the blacksmith in order to purchase better weapons and armor. Once you have researched those skills, upgrade your blacksmith, and even better items will be available for you to research. Guardhouses host a member of the city guard and can fire arrows at nearby enemies once you research that skill. Use them to protect vital buildings or far-flung outposts of your city. Henchmen also rest at guardhouses if they are closer than the palace, and from memory you can use guardhouses...
Your Highness, if our kingdom is to prosper, it needs more heroes.
Yeah, fair cop. I should get onto that. So many notes keep coming up. Inns are gathering and resting places for heroes and allow them to extend the range of their wandering if you build them outside your main city. Alright, anything else? Aha, okay. Trading posts are a place for heroes to purchase healing potions. Build a marketplace near your palace and the trading post will periodically send out caravans to them, bringing in a bunch of gold to your treasury. If they don't get waylaid on the way. Alright, well we've got a rogue skill. Let's get some rogues going. That was always a brilliant part of this game, is the sound design was incredible. The music is catchy, and everything's just got so much character in that sense. You listen to the door open as you go into the Rogues Guild. It's just brilliant. It was something that I didn't really have a grasp on when I first started playing this. I played a bit of the First Age of Empires at this point as well. And not having direct control over your heroes was something that was a little bit foreign to me. I was used to ordering everyone around and micromanaging it all. And in this one they have their own personalities and their own desires, their own fears, and they go about their business independently. You know, which also means they can die sometimes, because they're not always the most intelligent, but that's right. You can just train another one. I vaguely remember, yeah. Tax collectors often go around collecting lots of money, and then they die before they can bring it back. I think minimizing their minimum return means that as soon as they have a decent amount of money, they head home and turn it in. Now, building some buildings from the main palace. What have we got available to us? We have a marketplace. That's probably not a bad place to start, and the trading post will be able to trade with it, hopefully. Building it next to the guardhouse should mean that the tax collector has a very short way to go back and forth between collecting.
I serve with pleasure.
Like that one that just died.
I'm out of here.
Alright. Yeah, don't blame you. Alright, Rangers Guilds, probably not a bad idea. Rangers will push the boundaries of your map as they explore. And so they're very useful to see what's going on. Rogues, I mean, you can see how very little of the map we've actually already got explored. I've already got 4 rogues, they're just not interested in doing any exploring or putting their lives on the line out in the wilderness. So for that we're going to need some rangers.
Your Majesty, a new building is complete.
Alright, well let's get some healing potions. The standard for any adventurer. See, look at this! That city, I mean, he's dead. Okay. But that city guard, braver than any of these
Sovereign,
rogues.
your marketplace now serves you better. Your Majesty, a new building is complete.
My ambition has been
You're about to die. You are legitimately about to die. Run away.
Sovereign, your marketplace
come
now
on.
serves you better.
Alright. Heroes having their own say in what they do is not always the best system, but that's it.
Tax collector.
You know what? Let's give them an opportunity to get some better stuff. We got a lot of money actually. We've got 11,000. We can go on a bit of a spending spree. Get some more rangers.
leave my gold alone.
Ooh, tough fight.
That sounds like a caravan. It is a caravan. It is
Majesty,
definitely
a
not going to
local
make it, but that's
blacksmith
okay.
offers new services.
I'm out of here.
Alright, alright. We're getting things together pretty well. Let's get a level 2 marketplace.
I
In fact, let's get a level 2
serve with
palace.
pleasure.
That's when things really start to open up. That was another tax collector.
Tough fight.
Majesty,
Probably give these
the
things the
local
ability to
blacksmith
shoot.
offers new services.
Alright, let's get our blacksmith up to the next level too.
Your Highness, the palace renovations are finished. Your Highness, we've improved the guardhouse. Your Highness, the elves wish to join our prosperous kingdom. Your Highness, we've improved the guardhouse.
The elves are
Sovereign,
actually joining.
a building has been upgraded.
Oh, that's-
Sovereign, a building has been upgraded.
Okay. That's what I get for doing all those improvements at once, is a wall of speech.
I serve with pleasure.
That means we're a new tax
Majesty,
collector.
the
Let's tell him
local
to be a little bit
blacksmith
more
offers new services.
conservative as well.
I'm out.
Hold your majesty. Tax collector.
Do we want the elves? I'm not sure we want the elves. Elves, from memory, they're a little bit, a little bit dodgy in Majesty. I am actually pretty certain there is a mission in the not too distant future that will tell us all about that.
Majesty, the local blacksmith offers new services.
That's good. Let's get the temple to Agrella going. Disciples of Agrella tend to, you know, wander around and help other heroes not die. Which that rogue could have done with earlier, but
Hold your majesty.
it's okay.
I'm out of here.
Can you get someone to repair this guardhouse, please? No, it's gone. Alright.
Tax collector. Hold your majesty.
Protection rings sound like a good idea. I'm not sure any of my heroes have made enough money yet to justify that. Or to be able to afford it.
Your Majesty, a new building is complete.
Let's get some healers in this.
Sovereign, your marketplace now serves you better.
From memory, there's usually like a few interesting little tidbits in the info about them as well. Yeah. All temples to Agrella the Good Mother are built in the center of a tranquil meditation pool. Healers are taught their mantras alongside the pool's reflective waters. Water, and especially rain, are seen as symbols of Agrella's favor. They did a fair bit of world building for this before they built it, before they constructed the game. This is what I'm talking about. Healers are invaluable.
Must find the healers. I serve with pleasure.
Though some of the edgier temples are sometimes more fun. Alright, let's get this built. Sorry, destroyed.
Sovereign,
set a reward
the
for this.
building has been upgraded.
Which is pretty well the only way you can really influence what your heroes do is by offering them money to do things. And because rogues are greedy, they will immediately be interested and manage to overcome their fear of stepping beyond the city walls. Look at them, all four of them are there.
My ambition has paid off.
Yeah, why not? Teleportation amulets come in. Doesn't really look like an amulet, that looks like an armband, but that's alright.
Halt! Hold your majesty.
Eternal candle. I know they have, yeah,
Sovereign,
okay.
your
Increased sight.
marketplace now serves you better.
Tax collector. In the name
You guys have the real thankless job. I used to not really understand the whole extort function in the Rogues Guild. I used to, at least when I was a lot younger, I used to think, oh, instant money, brilliant, I'll take that. And did not notice that the Rogues Guild took a good cut of that. Don't extort, unless you have to extort. That's the lesson there. Alright, book is in that ruined altar. Yeah, let's do it as well. I reckon 1,000 is probably a reasonable reward. Not a lot of spiders though.
tax collector. Lord Gold, your majesty.
All that voice acting. Actually, I think from memory, the same guy that does the Sean Connery impression actually does a lot of the voice acting for the rest of the characters as well. And I will remember his name for next time.
Unwelcome guest.
Majesty, your trading post now offers healing potions. In the name of the Sovereign.
Ooh, tough fight.
A few more things we can do. I wonder if we can upgrade. Yeah, you know what? Level 3 palace.
I serve.
If that's not overkill in this particular mission.
My gold alone.
Someone didn't buy any healing potions.
Leave my gold
Wow, that's...
alone.
Who?
My ambition has paid off.
Oh, fantastic, because it means that, you know, we had level 6 and level 5 rogues, and now they're dead, and we're replacing with level 1 rogues.
In the name of the Sovereign.
Trolls are always... Little is known of troll ecology. It is theorized that their regenerative process is also their method of reproduction. This would explain the remarkable similarity of all specimens encountered. I feel like they very regularly pop up around marketplaces and try and destroy them.
I'm out of here.
Tax collector.
My ambition has paid off.
An unwelcome guest.
Yes, we're almost there.
My services.
You won't get my gold.
That's the harpy, that's not fantastic. Run! What are you doing? Is this gonna pay off? Ooh, it paid off!
You won't get my gold.
Ha! Alright. Well done.
Nobody
He
will miss
wanted that book.
this.
He's now very intelligent.
Tax collector.
Because it is a magic book. Alright, there's only one more left.
An unwelcome.
That may not be useful since that range is about to go there, but let's put a few rewards for exploring around. Probably not there. There was literally, we literally just destroyed one there. It's got to be here. Maybe not.
My services.
Maybe it's here. Alright. Cool. I hope you enjoy your free money.
Tax collector.
Come on. Nope. Okay. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe it is up here. Healing herbs. Those are the ones planted by the...
fight.
Oh no. Oh yeah, no, collected by rangers. Okay. But planted by the healers?
Behold, your
I
majesty.
think the healers are the ones that plant them, aren't they? Yeah, plants healing herbs throughout the kingdom.
An unwelcome guest.
Surely. Yeah, what's that? Explore that bit. There we go. Okay, the bell's on that one. Last one. We've got lots of money. Let's just get everyone on this.
I feel revitalized.
Alright, that's probably enough.
An unwelcome guest. My services.
My ambition has paid off.
In some ways it must have been difficult to program the AI of these things.
My ambition.
I mean, in a normal strategy, you'd tell them to attack that thing, and if you didn't, they'd just continuously attack the building.
We are victorious, Your Majesty.
Brilliant.
The bell, book, and candle are back in their rightful place. We also found the thief who stole them from the castle, a rogue identified as Cherrick of Keldern. Unfortunately, he escaped while being returned to the castle, with a 15,000 gold piece reward on his head. I'm sure he'll think long and hard before returning to our kingdom.
Do we have that? You know what? I'm not going to ask any questions. Alright. That is the first of many quests that are available to us, but we have our star on our first one. But that'll do us for now. Until next time, I'll see you guys later.